Okay, so principle number 2, trust is earned, not freely given. So remember from our definition from the first video, we learned that trust is relying on the integrity, strength, or ability of another person. Again, the emphasis being on somebody else. So that idea that trust is a reactionary response, that you will respond with trust when you see trustworthy behavior.
So let's get practical. If your spouse has a hard time trusting you, what do? How do you respond to that? You know, most people would just point fingers and say, what's wrong with you? Why don't you trust me? Why can't you trust me more? But really, you shouldn't ask, what's your problem of your spouse? Because trust is about you. It's first and foremost about you earning trust and being trustworthy. So you should ask, well, what's my problem? And I know that's hard to do, but that's really the best way to approach that is say, what's my problem? Look in the mirror first and say, you know, have I failed to earn trust in one way or the other? You know, God is faithful. What about me? Am I faithful? You know, the reason we trust in God, the reason Christians trust in God is because he is worthy of our trust and he's proven himself. But what about me? Have I proven myself or have I just failed to earn this trust? And remember, principle 2, trust is earned, not freely given.
Okay, so let's look at 2 truths about trust that's really important to keep in mind. So the first thing is trust is measurable. So if your spouse is saying, how can I earn your trust? Then you should be able to respond with some specific behaviors that you could say, if you were doing these 3 specific things, then I would see that I could start giving you trust and start giving trust away. So let me give you a couple of examples. If money is an issue in your marriage and one of you spends kind of erratically and you're kind of maybe putting you into the poorhouse, so to speak, you know, a good response might be to earn trust would say, let's create a budget for our family. And then the budget will speak. It'll be a very measurable thing to say, are you earning my trust in this? Are you being true to what our budget says? Or are you going off and doing crazy things again? You know, another idea might be one or both of you has struggled with viewing inappropriate things online. So again, if you want to earn trust then what you would say is, I'll give you access to every password, to every account. You know, I'll limit where the computer is in our home so I can't ever be left alone with it. You just want to make sure that you earn the trust back that maybe had been lost. And the second truth is that trust is going to take time to build. So obviously it takes time to take trust away or to break trust. So it's going to take some time to build. So remember that. Choose measurable behaviors as a suggestion to your spouse as a way they can earn your trust, and recognize that it's going to take some time to get that done. Why don't you take a few minutes and press pause and answer the questions here we have below in red, and then we'll move on to our last video for today.